Here's the thing, and I'm being honest right now. uh, I just saw you on the internet and you were selling lots of paintings.
Was I?
And I was like, is he just using me for marketing to like get his paintings out? And I think I should, if it is, if this podcast is just for that, I think I deserved a little bit of money over that. If you're going to combine it with your art legally, that's part of that.
But you do understand, like, things are kind of like, this is like the new normal, and I'm trying to adjust to it.
Well, look at Joe. He got $100 million for podcasting. It's valuable. It's valuable now. It wasn't when we first started.
You're right. You're right. I mean, where do you think all this money came
Let me
from?
tell you something about
Podcasting?
business.
Okay.
The most important business lesson you can learn is foresight.
You never know where this can go.
I'm gonna sink my teeth into something right now, but then in a year or two, it's gonna be valuable, and I'll be positioned to make money, right? So I stuck with this for 2 years or whatever, and now it's a valuable thing, and I deserve to get paid now.
You're right. But what if I'm not?
Joe proved it was valuable.
But we're. But.
What's that noise?
It's my air compressor.
Oh.
But. You just said yourself, I'm making money off of paintings and not money off of the podcast. Like, so somehow I'm not aware of like the podcast actually is advertisement for my paintings.
Yeah.
I get it now. I mean, Ian Schwartz commissioned me.
I never got money from Ian Schwartz.
I only know Ian through you.
And he's a big shot now.
He's totally a big shot.
And what am I doing? I'm marketing you to Ian Schwartz. So you can make money and I can be an asshole. Ha 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 ha.
You're right. You're right. Well, that's why I offered for you to the podcast is now going to be called the Eli Kluger.
And you're saying to me art's worth money, but comedy isn't.
All right, podcast 108. So do you want to get down to business?
What?
About the money I owe you.
What? Why'd you have to do this on the air?
Plenty of money for you.
What?
You see all this money right here? You see all that money? All this.
Yeah, I saw the video on the internet already.
I was upset earlier. I know you mean business.
Well, let's see. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Where?
Right here. I got $100, $2, 102, 202, 222.
What did we agree on?
I don't know. We have to ask Hot Rock. He did the numbers. I also thought I owed you a painting. Don't know, what painting did I owe you?
Just pay me another $300.
There it is.
Can I take it?
Yeah, it's yours. When I told you guys on the internet that I was born rich, I wasn't lying.
One.
You
All right.
You guys probably see me out there with my dirty pants. Like I have paint on my pants. Probably notice I'm always wearing the same bandana.
Okay, we're good now.
But I'm trying to get at the point. You probably thought I was a cheapskate. Admit it.
Yeah.
You probably see me walking around looking like a bum. I don't grow good facial hair. I look really fucked up. I know I have a lot of wrinkles in my face, like I'm out in the sun all the time. I mean, my shoes look like they're all fucked up too. I always have fucked up shoes on. So I know everybody thinks I'm poor, but I could buy Phoenix if I wanted to. So I'm gonna buy Lost Leaf. Do you wanna be partners?
You're gonna have to give me a few weeks after what just happened.
Okay, but would you like to go into partners with Lost Leaf? Do you think me and you could be owners of Lost Leaf? We could be a partnership.
How?
Well, they're gonna sell it. We could just take on the name and continue to carry the torch.
What about all the money they got from people?
We're gonna make the beer cheaper because you know how they raised the price on the beer towards the. Do you remember they raised the price on the beer?
No.
What? Well, this is what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take this stack of cash. I'm gonna put this as a down payment on Lost Leaf.
How?
It's closed. I can open it right now. I'm gonna be better. We're gonna be bigger than Gracie's.
What about the money they already got from everyone else?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the beer cheaper with that money. I'm gonna take $1 off every beer.
Okay, I'll do it.
It'll be cheap. Plus, I'm gonna do like deals because you know Gracie's has tater tots. I'm gonna do like goldfish crackers.
That's so hipster.
Goldfish crackers? Well, that's what I mean. We need to talk this over because I'm already saying no Jason Ayers is allowed in Lost Leaf.
Okay.
Oh, you're okay with that? Jason said he liked you. I'm the hoax. He said you're 100%. I'm the hoax. Can he, if he apologizes, can he come into Lost Leaf and play his drum and bass? I'll think about it. I don't know if he's allowed to play his drum and bass.
Can you rename the Lost Leaf?
I don't know. What?
Abe Zucca 2?
I want to keep the name.
Abe Zucca's Lost Leaf?
Yeah. Abe and Eli's, or we can do Eli and Abe's Lost Leaf. Dude, if there's anybody who's going to do it, it's going to be me and you. I think we could do it. Did you ever think about it? Until now?
Apparently there's lots of,
investors?
no, like around the Lost Leaf there's lots of like breweries opening up and like tap rooms.
Oh, so we don't have a chance? You don't think we can bring together the whole community? We don't think we can bring the old crew together?
I think they hate us.
The crew? Damn, Alex is cooking something in there. Can you smell that? It smells like pesto.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're hungry?
It smells like pesto pizza.
Is that
What would go good there? Everybody wants beer. I'm thinking about selling drugs.
Well, there's a new coffee shop that's CBD coffee. That's
I know, I
opening
saw
by
that.
me.
So can kids drink that?
Not according to Hot Rock.
But it's like, it's open though. It's like you can go in there and get a coffee, right?
No.
It's legal.
Oh, right.
CBD.
I don't know the law.
Well, it looked like you just go in there and buy it in the Jack in the Box.
It's not open yet.
When does we get addicted to CBD?
Then you're a fucking idiot.
Hey, if a kid comes up to you, like I'm talking about like a 12-year-old comes up to you and says, "What's CBD?" What do you tell him?
CBD's nuts.
It's nuts? Like it's wild, you should do something?
No, do you want to CDs?
CDs?
Do you want to CBDs?
Yeah, you want CBDs?
CBD's nuts.
Stupid. You're gonna tell it to a 12-year-old?
No. I can't.
So I told him it's like an aspirin. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's like an aspirin. I told him like they take aspirin, they grind it up and they sprinkle it in the coffee.
Close enough.
What do you think about What do you know about Brian Lossley changing the name to Cosby's? Making it a freaking comedy club.
Change it to the Willow House.
No, Cosby's. It's a comedy club dedicated to Bill Cosby. The one that's not the rapist. And see if they can get over that. See if the left-wingers can get over that. I believe people come into this world and they have different parts of their life.
Can we call it Ginsburg's?
RBGs? RBGBs?
What about Arby's? Arby's is going to change her name for a month.
I'm pretty sure that you could open
RBG's.
I'm pretty sure if we did open up a craft beer place and called it RBG's and had like a logo of her with the crown that they have floating around,
That'd do good.
I honestly think it would rock.
That would kill.
It would.
But she's canceled, right?
I don't think she is.
She didn't do enough for black people when she was alive.
Dude, they're teaching her in my kid's school. Why do they think she's a racist? I mean, is it a racist or a rapist?
A racist.
Why do they say she's a racist?
I don't know.
Do you think it's a good idea that I didn't post? Which would you who would you rather see naked, Pelosi or RBG? Who would you rather see naked?
Me?
Yeah.
Pelosi?
Really, you like that?
Yeah.
You like that type? I'm more of an RBG.
You should have did marry, fuck, kill. RBG, Pelosi, or Hillary Clinton.
Which one would you marry, fuck, kill? Pelosi, RBG, or Hillary? Now you got me all messed up. I would probably I'd fuck Hillary. I'd kill Pelosi. Wait, what is it? RBG? Wait, what's it? What's it? Marry? Fuck?
Ruth Ginsburg.
Then I'd marry Ruth Ginsburg.
Ruth. Bader.
Yeah, obviously I would. I think she'd be the easiest to marry. I think that's right what I said.
I would
Kill Hillary, fuck Pelosi, marry Ginsburg.
Yes.
That's the right answer, huh?
I agree.
My funniest post was when someone said, what did she say? She's like, misogyny does not sell art, boys. Do you remember that woman?
Who said that?
It was on my Instagram.
No.
And I said, someone was saying some stuff about Pelosi, and I said, someone was talking shit about Pelosi? Like, fuck that woman, right? And I said, I was like, so she's not a MILF? Question mark. And then this woman got on there and said, misogyny will not sell art, boys.
Who said that?
Some random troll. Trolls. Do you think people will learn from our little argument that we can actually make amends and actually move forward as two people, let alone as a country?
Yeah.
And so, like, when they see us get along, I think they should be able to see that they too can get along.
Well, here's the thing about that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about voting for Joe Biden, but now I'm thinking about voting for Donald Trump.
I'm going through the same problem too. I'm glad you're open. I'm glad you feel safe to say that, because some people would just punch you right in the face if you said, "I'm thinking about voting for Donald." You just get hit. They just start fucking yelling at you. I'm thinking I'm gonna give Trump a second chance. I really don't think he did that bad of a job these first 4 years.
Neither do I.
I think he deserves another 4. Not because I like him. I just think maybe we got him wrong.
Maybe he needs another 4 years
Don't you think people deserve a second chance?
to figure out the job.
Yeah, he's only been president 4 years. Don't you think he needs a little bit more time?
Yes.
I'm thinking. I mean, personally, I'm thinking Biden's too old.
Is there a dog barking?
Yeah, he always barks. He's trying to catch little roof rats.
Oh, I see.
Do you think it's okay for people to like spout the word Zionist at random people just because they're Jewish? Do you think that's right? Or
I think liberals think it's okay to do that.
I don't think it's right. Because even when I ask them, what are you talking about? They don't give me good answers. They just repeat their like when people were hating Ben Shapiro, and they kept being like, he's a fucking Zionist. And you're like, wow, the way you said that.
Do you know what Zionist means? It's actually a compliment.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It just means you love Israel.
So there's nothing wrong with that. You like your home.
Yeah. They call themselves Zionists.
Yeah. So it's more of they're a tradition. It's a traditional.
It's not an insult.
It's a traditional.
Yeah.
Traditionalist. It's more conservative.
It's not a derogatory term. It's a compliment in a lot of ways.
They call that type. Even the Russians have it. They're scared of people like that.
It just means you're proud of your homeland.
And but they also think that will encourage fundamentalism, is what they're afraid of.
Zionism?
Yeah, or even the Russian motherland things too. Anytime people start talking about homeland, motherland, the left will immediately relate it to nationalism.
I love how you can't say one little bad thing about black people.
But you can say a million things about Jewish people.
Right, and they don't bat an eye. In fact, they'll jump on it too. The left, some of the left. Funny how that works.
You know what? I have to admit,
it just proves that anti-Semitism is still alive and well.
I think it's horrible.
They went full circle, because they don't want to. They say they're not racist, but they're actually becoming exactly like Nazis.
They take their turns.
You see how that works?
These people that are lost that have no homeland, they take their turns on people. So maybe next month might be the Mexicans. All of a sudden they'll start bringing up Mexicans again.
Yeah.
Like they do this, they need to go back home. They always do take all the jobs. They'll start doing this, and then they'll do the thing with the Jews. They'll do the things with the black people. They'll just take their turns. They'll keep going. They'll take their turns on me.
Why? Because you're Armenian?
No, they don't do the Armenians anymore. Huh?
Why?
They don't do the Armenians anymore, huh?
No.
I mean, Kim Kardashian, pretty much, all these chicks get plastic surgery look like Kim Kardashian.
They're white now. Armenians are white.
Yeah. They're still greasy people, though. I've seen them. Greasy Armenians. Dude.
The ones who just got off the boat?
The ones that are like mechanics and shit in Fresno. I've seen them. My dad said, that's your cousin.
You know who I think's Armenian? Eddie Detroit.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Dude, that was a great cover he got, huh?
Yeah.
So you filmed that video?
Yeah.
Dude, my kids were watching that video, and they started singing the song.
They liking it?
Yeah, they were singing the song about the meth head and everything. They were like, how's the song? In my neighborhood?
In my neighborhood. In my neighborhood.
Yeah, my kids were totally, they were addicted to it.
He's
catchy, huh?
He's a quality musician.
Yeah, I could tell. He's like a fat Paul Simon.
We ought to have him on.
Do you think he's like a fat Paul Simon?
We were going to shoot another music video, too. He used to hang out at Metro Center, actually.
He reminds me of Paul Simon that takes creatine supplements but doesn't work out.
So, I lived with my parents for like a year when I was 30.
That was in the 80s?
Yeah.
No, that was in the 90s. No, that was in the 2000s, bro.
It was like 5 or 6 years ago.
Are you really 37?
Yeah.
You're that young?
Young?
That's young, isn't it? You're that young, so you're younger than me? I'm older than you?
I feel old.
That's cool. No wonder why you get along with those young kids.
Why?
Because I don't get along with them anymore.
I get along with them.
You get along with them a lot easier.
Oh,
They
yeah.
hate me. Like I noticed when we went to that one house party with all those young kids, they took more of a liking to you than me.
Because I work with them.
Yeah. They fucking hate me. They see my fucking ugly face.
Well, I sort of had to learn how to get in their point of view by working with them.
Do you think they get your jokes?
I know how they think.
I think they are getting you. I think the millennials will be your new audience.
Yeah, they get my jokes.
Because even how Al Hours talks about you just got kluged. That is such a good advertisement. Like he's like your ad man. He can
he's good.
With that statement, you could be Coca-Cola.
Actually,
You just got kluged.
This Monday. I'm doing an Owl show.
Oh, but a virtual.
Yeah.
At his house.
At JoeBot.
Oh, it's at JoeBot when they're doing the virtuals.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in the audience that's allowed to come and see?
I don't think so.
So the doors are locked.
Yeah. Maybe not.
It's during hours?
Yeah. I don't know. I need to figure that out. But anyways, let me go back a little. Like, so I lived with my parents, and I would to leave when I got bored or I had to leave. I'd go to Metro Center. And Eddie Detroit worked at the photo booth. He'd always be in front. We had some good conversations.
What's the photo booth?
Not photo booth, but it was like
a photo store.
Yeah, like they had all these costumes and
you would take photos of people.
Yeah.
And he ran it.
He worked there.
Oh, that's cool. He would do like kids, like he would like say, "Don't cry, don't cry," and just action.
Yeah.
That's a good job. He's from Detroit, but he lived in Phoenix his whole life.
No, he didn't.
When did he move out of Detroit? How old was he?
He like went to Hollywood and he hung out with like Andy Warhol and.
Oh, he's an artist.
Yeah. And then somehow, like in the 80s, he just ended up in Phoenix and he stayed here ever since. But he just liked it. He was like touring and then he came here.
He has kind eyes.
His music's good.
Yeah, I think so. I think he understands the theatricalities of things too. Like that video where he had that one old guy just kind of doing that violin on that piece of tin.
I filmed that.
You remember that old guy? He was just like doing this.
He was a superstar of that.
It's a good video.
But you know who filmed it? TJ from, or it was like a co-production of me and TJ.
And what were you using? What kind of camera?
It was like a HD still camera.
I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm feeling.
No, TJ had a good recorder.
I'm sure.
He had a good camcorder. We used that. But then me and TJ got into a big fight. That video was 10 years ago. That's when I did music videos. But TJ edited that video.
So here's my proposition to you. What? I don't know where it's at. They're like screwed in the cups.
You can find it if you want.
Yeah, here, I'll find it.
Find it for them.
I'll take him in money. I'm gonna leave it out there for you.
That's anti-Semitic.
I just know it's on camera. I want to see if I can build trust with you again.
I'm not gonna take it. Why does he just leave the money out like that? I don't know anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. He paid me.
Eli, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking for our audience. I think people are tired of me. I think Jason Ayers is right. I'm a hoax. I mean, someone from my side called you a sidekick. Someone from your side called me a hoax. So what I'm thinking is, I think I want to make the show It's gonna be called the Eli Kluger Show. Are you ready for the new season?
I don't know. I might need to up my fee.
No, it's all yours. You're gonna be the owner. You're taking the.
You're giving me all the files.
You get all the files. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna get you can publish these on. I'll just send them over to you. You can publish them on your beat films.
The old files.
The old files too. I'll give you the old files.
Okay.
Can I still keep them on mine too?
Yeah.
So you can get double publicity.
Yeah.
So you get all the files. I'll actually even give you the code to my YouTube channel.
How much do I have to pay you?
Nothing. It's yours.
Then I have to pay you then?
No, you don't have to pay me anything.
Why?
I just feel bad for ripping you off or something.
But I charged you.
You charge me? For what?
For comedy.
I know, but now I'm saying you don't even need it. Like, if you don't want me on the show, I won't be on the show.
I see what you're doing.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
You're trying to show me what a good Christian does. Look the other way.
I was just thinking, you know what I was thinking? Someone told me love is what matters. Love is what changes. Love is the answer. You heard this before? Love is the answer.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking about that, and I think, like, if that's the case, love is the greatest lie, because it's like you're telling me it should manipulate the truth.
Yeah.
The truth is that we're all gonna die, and some of us are gonna be rich, and some of us are gonna be poor. Some of us are gonna get the princess, or if you're gay, you get the prince. But some of us are gonna get the princess, some of us aren't. That's the truth. But now you want to tell me love. If you just go ahead and turn the cheek and let me go ahead and be an adulterer, you'll be happy too, because you got love.
Turn the cheek.
Turn the cheek.
Your butt cheek.
Yeah. So I talked to Grant Vetter on Tuesday night. He wants to film the Chop film at his gallery. So
yeah, but you don't have the footage.
I'll find it.
Didn't you edit it already?
I know I haven't. I just have the footage. I'll find it. If I don't find it, did you ever see that movie Be Kind Rewind?
So what does that mean if it's at his gallery?
That means we're fucking like.
It's art.
It's art. We have a movie house that's willing to put us on the marquee.
Does it go anywhere else after that?
It depends on what the audience feels about it. If they laugh. I'm thinking it might be as good as The Room.
Where's Grant Vetter? Where's his spot?
Grant Vetter is like he's a professor at ASU.
Okay, that's good.
He is a professor at ASU. He has a book published. You can buy it on Amazon too.
So where does he play the movie?
He plays at his gallery, I guess, at ASU. He runs the ASU gallery. So we're pretty much we might even get we might be in alumni.
I am an alumni anyways.
Oh, you're already an alumni?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll give us a PhD.
I graduated.
Oh, you did? Would you graduate? With a bachelor's degree?
Yeah.
Do you have a master's?
No.
Maybe we can talk him into just giving us a master's degree. That's what Obama did it. Did you know Obama got one from Princeton just because he's president?
Do you know what? That'll be very prestigious for me.
Oh, to get a film at ASU?
To get an art degree. There's no artists in my family.
And you think a degree means something?
If I made it as an artist, if I was the only Kluger who made it as an artist, that would make me a big shot.
In your family?
Because they saw me and they're like, "What are you doing with your life?" And if I got a degree as an artist, all the people are laughing at me. But then I have a degree and it says I'm an artist.
You think your dad would be happy?
No.
If my dad found out I had
No, he wouldn't.
if my dad found out I had an art degree, you know what he would say? It's like that's like a basket weaving degree. What the hell are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it? Pay them. You're gonna pay that debt off? What? Delivering pizzas? You'd say some shit like that. Honestly, like, I got a bachelor degree. My parents helped me get my bachelor degree.
He'd probably say he'd probably only care if I was making money with it.
Yeah, exactly. My story was I got a bachelor degree. They were happy with that because that's all they got. All they got were bachelor degrees, right? And then I said I want to get a master's degree, and they're like, in what? And I was like, social and philosophical understandings of education. It's like critical pedagogy. It's qualitative research. It's like anthropology. And they're like, well, we ain't paying for it. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll just get financial aid. Right?
Did you?
Yeah, dude. And I ran up like $25,000 worth of debt.
How did you pay it off?
I just did some AC jobs. Like, I got lucky and I did like 10 AC jobs in a row one summer.
You did it in 1 year?
No, I did like in a couple years because I got it down to 15,000. And then out of nowhere I ended up doing like some crazy AC jobs. Like I'm talking about like 10 unit installs, 15 unit installs or something. And I got that $15,000 and it was shaking in my hand because I was like, I would like a brand new car.
Oh yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm gonna pay this. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a cigarette and I'm gonna burn it in my hand. And I'm gonna say this is so I'll remember that one day I will take back that money from ASU by any means necessary. I still have it. Do you know that thing, that chip on your shoulder about like taking back like how bad they screwed you over?
You did the masters?
No, I didn't get it. I would have owed them another $25,000. I pulled out because I started doing the numbers, and I was like, and I started getting my chest. I started getting panic attacks. I started thinking about like, what would it be like to owe $50,000 to somebody? I was like, that I could never pay that out.
But there's no interest.
There is crazy interest, dude.
Huh.
Crazy interest.
I got mine down to 3,000.
Oh, so you still owe?
Yeah.
You should just pay it off, and then light a part of the library on fire. It's easy. You take like a book, you like put a bunch of lighter fluid on it, then you put the book back on the shelf, and then you take a match and you strike it. But you
Why not do it slowly?
What do you mean? You take the mat or you burn an incense, and you put the incense inside the book, and then as the incense burns and drops the ash, finally it'll light the lighter fluid on fire. You'll already be an hour out of you're already be home.
Why not pay it off slowly?
They'll add interest.
Like 300. If I pay it off slowly, it'll only be $300 interest for this year.
Just pay it off and give them a big fuck you. Go back to campus, steal some books. That's what I used to do. I used to steal tons of books from the bookstore at ASU Tempe. The way you would do it is this.
And then you sold it on eBay?
No, I just stacked it in these shelves here.
This is your real vault of money?
It ain't worth nothing. My kids, they go, Dad, if you die, how much money could we get for your books? And I said, nothing. Nobody reads anymore.
Maybe you have a rare one.
They're not rare.
Like a first edition. Some of the first editions are worth a lot to collectors.
I mean, this one could be worth money here. Let's see this one.
Ben Stiller?
No, Bruce Lee.
It says Ben Stiller in the corner.
It says bestseller.
Oh. Shit. I feel like an idiot now.
Do you think Ben Stiller's an honest actor?
No.
He's crooked, huh? Because what's that relief thing he's doing? I always get these relief commercials he's just doing. And they were still running during coronavirus. During coronavirus, he was trying to get me to send money over to Africa. And I was like, bro, we got enough problems here at home.
Keeps cutting out.
This thing is? Check in the ear thing. Other side. Push that thing in. Is it better? Is it still cutting out?
Yeah. No.
It's hot in here, huh?
Little.
It's because of the humidity.
It's not unbearable.
So, I really think we could buy Lost Leaf. Who's that owner guy? What's the couple that owns?
How do we make the money back?
We'll do everything they were doing wrong. Right. It's easy.
Honestly, I was going every day by the time Corona was here.
To Lost Leaf? So, like, let's just put it this way.
It would look like it was on its way out anyways. When times were good.
Well, this is what I'm going to do to make...
So when times are bad, it's going to get better all of a sudden?
Well, why is Gracie's doing so good?
Are they?
Why did Gracie steal everybody that we used to go to Lost Leaf? Now they go to Gracie's. What's up with that?
Are they doing good now?
Yeah? We can go there right now. You want to go there?
It's going to be people there?
Yeah, in the back patio. They're all fucking out there as if there's no coronavirus.
Because they gave a fuck.
They can't, like, in the back, they're all hanging out, bro.
Because
all the people.
Because Gracie's gave a fuck.
If we went there right now, they'd probably be like, "Hold up, I thought you guys, I thought you were trying to cancel Abe." Or maybe they wouldn't say anything.
Well, I'd say we figured our problems out. Mind your own fucking business. Okay?
I get it. People.
Everything's not content for you.
I'm glad you were mature enough to speak up about, the money I owed you. Like, I'm glad you spoke up.
Why? You could have paid your college off.
Well, because what happens is some people are quiet the whole time, and then what happens is one day they just want to get on social media and tell all their girlfriends that he was walking around with no underwear on. And that was insulting, and then they say, yeah, he's a total creep.
What about...
Next thing you know, the person can't sell any art.
What about the 86 list?
Yeah, that's an evil sight. So can you try to get me on that? Like, you gotta send it to him, right? You say, hey, I went to Abe Zucca's gallery. He had a bunch of cocaine on the back table. And he said it was an organic salon. Now, you ask me, is cocaine organic? I don't think so. It's illegal.
It's chemicals.
Cancel that motherfucker. Cocaine is not organic.
Do you know what Abe Zucca said to me when I went in?
What?
He said,
take your shoes off.
I bet your ass would look better if you snort some cocaine. Let me paint you.
Yeah, he said, come in. Hey, what's going on? And then out of nowhere, like, he's just like telling me to take my clothes off, and I was like, I don't even know you. Can you imagine this guy? I don't even know this guy, and he's already asked me to take my clothes off.
He said, "Do you want a painting of yourself?
Naked?
Go ahead, take your shirt off. I'll give you a beer."
One beer, one nipple. 2 beers, 2 nipples.
And he said, "Let's play a game. I put up 4 lines of coke on the table. Every time you snort a line of coke, you have to take off an article of clothing."
That's how the games go. I played that game before. She's like, yeah, they come over, and I say, you want to play a game? And you say, it's easy. It's not.
What's the game? Snort a coke, take a shirt off.
She's like, I don't play games. And I said, I get it. I know. I don't like games either because they're frustrating. You gotta know all the rules. This game doesn't have any rules really. It's just a couple. So, there's 4 lines of cocaine on this table. For every line that you snort, you take off an article of clothing. And she's like,
and every
one is, excuse me. She's like, excuse me. One is I don't do cocaine. And second, I'm lesbian. And I said, okay, so how about I have 4 beers? 4 beers. Do you drink beer? No. She says I don't drink alcohol. I said, how about some vegan cupcakes? She said, vegan cupcakes? Okay. We'll try this out.
Now you're speaking my language.
Now you're speaking my language. So anyways, Abe had 4 vegan cupcakes at his gallery. I ate it. I went home and I did some tests on this so-called vegan cupcake. It turns out there was egg yolk in it. Cancel this motherfucker. I'll tell you a true story though. True story. And this can get me canceled. This could get me canceled. But it's a true story. So I was doing these First Friday shows and I started thinking like, what I think I want to start doing is anytime there's a First Friday show, I want to cook something that everybody can eat. And that's what I'm gonna do every First Friday show. I'm gonna think of something that I can cook that everybody can have. So guess what I cooked? I cooked a vegan chow mein, right, with veggies and shit, and some ramen noodles, right?
And then
I cooked it all up really nice. But guess what I put in it? I never used it before. And I went down to the Chinese market.
Spam?
No, I went to the Chinese market. I don't even know what the shit looks like, but I know people always talk about it. I went down to the Chinese market and I saw a guy and I couldn't find it. I was like, hey man. I was like, hey, do you know where the MSG's at? MSG? He's like, yeah, it's right over here. But like I was whispering to him. He took me there and it's like salt. I bought a bag of MSG. So in that ramen I made, in that chow mein dish I made, I sprinkled MSG in it. I sprinkled a bunch of MSG.
Why is that bad?
They think it's evil. Like it's not good. So what you should have seen these vegans. They were eating that shit, man. They were eating those noodles in there. And me and my buddy both knew what I did.
That probably happens a lot.
Dude, they loved it so much. And there was a couple of them that I knew were kind of more intelligent than me. And they kept doing this weird thing where their eye was like up here, like.
They knew.
They kind of knew, and they didn't want to say nothing because I would have fucking. It's like when you insult somebody in their house. I would have been like, I didn't put no fucking MSG in there. It's good. All right. Is that a good story?
Yeah.
So you think I should get canceled for that? Because I did a Bill Cosby. I put something in there I didn't tell him was in there. I put MSG in there. Think Bill Cosby might have done that, and then he worked up to fucking roofies. Think I need to be stopped? I start sprinkling MSG. Next thing you know, I start sprinkling other shit in food. Maybe marijuana. Maybe THC. Put some little THC in my mom's chicken soup.
In your coffee.
People's coffee.
Start a new business.
Who would you like to roofie more? Pelosi or RBG?
I'm not gonna answer that.
She'd call me Joey B, so we may be related or something. My mom used to have an expression. She said, Joey, the greatest virtue of all is courage. My mom used to have an expression. She said, Joey, the greatest virtue of all is courage. My mom used to have...
It means shit. Nobody cares about a song about your wet-ass pussy. It means shit. Nobody cares about a song about your wet-ass pussy.
Do you think people are trying? Do you think maybe you didn't know it, but when you got upset about like me not paying you for for being a podcaster, do you think something triggered that? Because we went all the way to Seattle together, and we didn't have one fight. As a matter of fact, the only fight we had was my drunken fat friend, who got belligerent.
Yeah.
And other than that, we had a great time. We came home. We even did a couple podcasts after. And then something happened where all of a sudden you're like, hold on, this guy's not paying me. And I'm trying to figure out, do you think Do you think something else happened that made you hate me? Maybe it's not me. Maybe there's something else in your life.
Here's the thing, and I'm being honest right now. I just saw you on the internet and you were selling lots of paintings.
Was I?
And I was like, is he just using me for marketing to like get his paintings out? And I think I should, if this podcast is just for that, I think I deserved a little bit of money over that. If you're going to combine it with your art legally, that's part of that.
But you do understand, like, things are kind of like, this is like the new normal, and I'm trying to adjust to it.
Well, look at Joe. He got $100 million for podcasting. It's valuable. It's valuable now. It wasn't when we first started.
You're right. I mean, where do you think all this money came from?
Let me tell you something about
podcasting
business.
Okay.
The most important business lesson you can learn is foresight.
You never know where this can go.
I'm gonna sink my teeth into something right now, but then in a year or two, it's gonna be valuable, and I'll be positioned to make money, right? So I stuck with this for 2 years or whatever, and now it's a valuable thing, and I deserve to get paid now.
You're right. But what if I'm not?
Joe proved it was valuable.
But
what's that noise?
It's my air compressor.
Oh.
But you just said yourself, I'm making money off of paintings and not money off of the podcast. Like, so somehow I'm not aware of like the podcast actually is advertisement for my paintings.
Yeah.
I get it now. I mean, Ian Schwartz commissioned me.
I never got money from Ian
I only know Ian through you.
And he's a big shot now.
He's totally a big shot.
And what am I doing? I'm marketing you to Ian Schwartz. So you can make money and I can be an asshole. Ha 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 ha.
You're right. Well, that's why I offered for you to... The podcast can now be called the Eli Kluger.
And you're saying to me, art's worth money, but comedy isn't.
I think anybody can tell a joke. I honestly think, dude, I've seen, for example, one of the first YouTube trending videos was Freddy bit my finger. Or wasn't it something
Freddy
like that?
got fingered.
Or he bit my finger. What was that video? The little baby? He's like...
Tom Green.
No, it was like a little baby, and then his little baby brother bit
Charlie
his finger.
bit me?
Charlie bit me. Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
Okay, that was so hilarious.
I love that video.
And that kid was only like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And then another one was about a cat chasing a yarn or something. It was just doing some silly stuff. Do you remember how funny that was?
Yeah.
So, like, comedy is just kind of like whatever. It just has to be in the right place at the right time. It's like real estate.
Then why do some people get paid a lot for it?
I think somehow investors choose who they want to use as a prop.
So how can I buy cars with comedy like Jerry Seinfeld does? Or Jay Leno?
We really had to get some cameras together, and we had to well, we're going to start first with this chop video, and then we're going to try to work from there. I mean, I know you got ideas. I got a couple. I was thinking everybody that hates us, we need to invite on the podcast. That's what we need to start doing. We need to start pissing off people.
And if I'm just giving my comedy out for free, that's what I'm worth free. If I say my comedy's worth $100 an hour, then that's what I'm worth. $100 an hour. Okay?
Is that what it is? Is that what your price is?
No.
How much is friendship?
Friendship?
Yeah, how much is friendship worth? Like, how do you put a number?
Let's not talk about that right now. I'm not talking about that.
How do you put a number on friendship?
I don't know. That's not part of this equation.
Well, if I bought the equipment, could you go half on the equipment?
Yeah.
So should I still pay you $100?
How much I owe you?
Well, maybe we just break even at that point. I mean, I invested all the equipment. You could tell me like, hey, I don't like these headphones. They make my ears red, and then I can say, okay, well, I'll get you new headphones. Like stuff like that. Like you're like, hey, I don't like this chair. It's like kind of squeaky, and it makes
You don't even have toilets here. I have to pee in the fucking corner.
I know. For how many years you had to pee in the corner? I always you can use my shitter if you had to drop a deuce, but just I always told you like my son's sleeping next to the bathroom, so if you drop
Yeah,
a
that's
deuce,
weird. I'm not gonna do that.
Your fecal smell is gonna go into his nose in his middle of his dreamscape, in the middle of his subconscious sleeping. Your fecal fart shit is.
Anyways, I didn't want them to see this part.
Which part?
The back end, you know?
Oh, behind the scenes?
We should not brought this up.
About the money?
Everything.
We should just keep podcasting like professionals. We shouldn't have made a scene of it.
Now they're gonna use this against us, right?
They're gonna be like, look, he just put the money out there. I could tell they were grinning here and there and laughing.
This is just ammunition for enemies.
I don't think so. No one even watches it. We just gotta find snippets. I found a good snippet the other day. I think we were talking about how fucking honey on a Ritz cracker is not a good snack.
What?
Honey on a saltine could be a good snack, but not on a Ritz. What do you think?
I need to listen to that. Well, thanks for the money. Thanks for the money, anyways.
Got hot in here real quick. Do you think you want to watch that? You want to see?